Hi Melody, this is the analysis video for She Said. So I'm going to go ahead and play it, and then I'm going to stop and figure some stuff out and just kind of keep going that way. And I've got your reason file open as well, if I need it. Love these chords. This sounds like the tonic to me. This is cool. This part sounds to me like it's in C minor, and you're kind of implying some kind of chord progression. Sort of. I mean, it's hard to say. It could be just sort of harmony. Yeah, it's really nice, just like hitting some of the really like pleasing tense notes in the minor scale and resolving them and starting on the fifth, nice stable place, sort of to like a springboard. Then you go here, then you go here. So you have stability, tension, and then resolution, and then tension, even more tension. It's nice. And then this acid kind of bass line, which is very cool. That's kind of, I don't know if I really call it a bass line, because it's it's playing the fifth again. So this is the implied tonic C. And you're like playing a lot of that kind of part of the minor scale can, sorry, I forgot where I was supposed to look. That kind of the minor scale can seem very Middle Eastern at times, or just sort of exotic feeling or mysterious feeling because of that half step. Okay, I'll keep going. Downbeat is. I think it's here, but I really like this drum beat, and I love how it's sort of thrown off. That's pretty cool. The kick is so. The kick feels like it's polyrhythmic, basically. Like it feels like it's doing a three against two kind of thing. Is that what it is? So I love that. I love being surprised. I love being like, wait, where am I? And then getting some kind of confirmation of where the pulse is. And hearing a kick like this is always exciting to me. before vocals. So this little, what I called the acid bass line, it's definitely not a bass line in my opinion. I mean, I don't think it occupies the low end enough to be considered a bass line. I could be wrong. But it sounds more like a mid-range melody to me, especially since it's starting on the fifth degree. But it is kind of helping, this melody is kind of helping me see that there's sort of an implied chord progression. It's probably 1 and 4. And maybe staying there. All right, so now we get vocals. I really like how that pad goes up to the 7th. Every time that happens, I look forward to it. I love that. So much tension. Okay, and your vocal has an effect on it. I don't have exactly all the right terminology. You probably have more of those terms than I do. Is it it's not a vocoder, is it? Or... Ooh. Cool. Oh, chords. Lovely. So we have... I thought so. Okay. Is that it? Or was it? I'll double check. But what I like about this is this 7th chord that you're kind of oscillating between. So this minor 1 chord, the C minor, and then adding that 7th on top. Ugh, I love 7th chords. We don't really get those in Nine Inch Nails music. We get 7ths, but that's different. It's like so incredibly stable and just like a shimmer, tension. And then this is a flat 7 chord. So this is sort of your progression here is 1 flat 7. Flat 7 is a beautiful chord. It's a major chord. So there's nice contrast between that and your 1. Yeah, B flat. And then so instead of duplicating the same pattern where you go from a minor triad to a minor 7th chord, here you have a major triad and you opted for either this or this. I'll check. But you've taken 2 of the notes from your chord and you've moved them up a whole step to create that same feeling of like tension, So that's really cool. Let me just go back a little bit. And you also have this this other synth that comes in. Sounds, it's got some bass to it, but it sounds more ornamental than like a bass line. And I can't even tell what that top note is that's playing. Wait, is that wait? Da 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 wait. That was doing? If so, that's very cool. That's very unstable. Kind of emphasizing the supertonic, the scale degree right above home bass, so that suspended feeling. I might have that wrong. Hang on. Nice swelling chords. It's really beautiful. I like how vocal sounding that synth is. I love those offbeat hi-hats. That's awesome. I guess I can look it up on your Reason file, right? See, what would it be called? ABL3, maybe? I'm not allowed to look inside? Oh, here. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. So I was trying to double click on this thinking I could see something like maybe MIDI, but what is this? ABL3. Oh. That's why. Okay. Here's our strings. Love that. Let's see. Are these your vocals?
She said she'll take me apart and build me back as art.
Oh.
She only needs one thing.
Cool.
She wants me to sing.
So this is the effect, right, that you're adding to your voice, Neptune? Pitch adjuster and voice synth. Cool. I've never done that before. And what's this? Neptune 1. Oh, is that just an automation?
Computers embedded in your heart, and I don't know how to press start. How can any of it work it out? Will you the computer.
How come I can't hear this? Now that's weird. I should have that sampler. Oh, it's an extension? Gotcha. Okay. Well, it's still cool to look inside other people's Reason files, that's for sure. Okay. Let's get back to it. Approximately. I know I'm not doing it right. I'm missing some notes and everything, but those are the kind of pitches. So that's the 5th degree, that beautiful flat 6, and then 7-1. So that's sort of your something Nine Inch Nails does as well. Like, and I do too. A lot of musicians do it. So the leading tone of this key is the B flat. It wants to go back up to C. So every time that happens, that's very satisfying resolution. Ooh. Love. Love. Creating a like spread out C minor chord. So instead of the 3rd being here, it's up here. And this, what would that be? It's like a C minor sus2 or it's hard to say, but it has a lot of tension in it. But it's very pleasing, like these big open intervals, 4ths, 6ths, and then I think this is another one. So it's like an empty sort of C minor 7 chord. Just missing the 5th. Love that. So before, when I was like, maybe your chord progression is this, I was wrong. It was this. But both those chords have this F in common. So it's sort of like, sometimes you have to like try out all the options and see which ones have the common tones. And that's definitely one of the options I hadn't considered right away. 1 and 7, and it's just a great chord progression. You really only need 2 chords, you know, I mean, you can have more, but like 2 chord progressions offer so much room for, as long as that second one, you know, the one that's not the 1 chord, has tension. And the thing about the 7 that I so like is that it has a lot of tension. If I play these chords at the same time, I mean, so crunchy. Oh, I was missing one, sorry. So like every single one of these notes against one of these, there's either a whole step or a half step difference. So there's just lots of harmonic rubbing. I think that we feel that pull. Each one of these notes is only a small distance away from finding resolution. So that's why it's really, satisfying. And I think one of the things that your vocal melody is doing nicely is starting in a very stable place, the minor third, but then the second time, and so this starts to feel a little bit like a suspension when you, especially since I think you kind of hold it over the bar line at least once. Maybe I'm making that up, but it has that feeling. That suspension. That's like a plagal suspension, you could call it. I'm kind of mixing a bunch of different terms to make my own description of that, but it's a very common form of resolution. You hear that a lot in choral music and church music and Nine Inch Nails music and lots of great music. It's a really satisfying. And this time you go da, 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 da. So this time you go up to the next closest stable place. Here. It's a nice little like deception, sort of, because we're expecting that first kind of resolution, then you pick a different kind. It's cool. Okay, so I just realized that your kind of acid synth lead is, so it's not repeating the same pattern every measure. So when you move to the next chord, the pattern moves down somewhat. It's you're not duplicating it. I'm sure you know that, right? But I'm just saying what I'm hearing is you're not duplicating it exactly. Da, 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 da. Let's see if I can figure it out. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So you could have just like literally taken the whole pattern and just shifted it down a whole step, and it probably still would have sounded right. But instead, you kept a similar rhythm, a similar like, you know, sort of like going between neighboring tones, dum da 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 dum da 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 dum, right, dum da 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 dum ish. But then instead of doing the same notes on the top, B flat and C, you chose E flat and F. Approximately. So that's really nice. Like you kept that thematic movement, but changed the notes. I like that. Oh, you even da 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 da, changing the rhythm a little bit. Yeah, I think you're doing a really great job of like creating variations for your motifs that you're repeating in a way that keeps it, there's something still familiar about it, but it's different, you know, so that our brains are still like, ooh, what's going on? It's not just like the same thing. There's changes in variety being introduced all the time, but still feels like something we remember. Nice. No. Ooh, I like this. Something. You went up and up and up. It was really cool. That chord is so nice too, by the way. I like the way you kind of this break, this transition. Fall. That's nice to hear your voice go down to the tonic, because I don't think you have been doing much of that. Kind of been floating in the middle part of the scale a lot. Fall. So just like it's like a very like welcome resolution, and it's a nice place to do it. And this chord. I love chords like this. They're not triads. They've got like some space in them. There's tension, but it's the kind of tension that doesn't usually involve like the really grating kind of tension of like a minor second or a major seventh. It's very pretty. Yeah, I like how you're picking points of, I like the balance, I guess, in your melodies of points of tension and points of resolution. And I like how that rhythm goes da 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 da. What does it do? Hang on. Also, it's cool the way this rhythm is playing with your kick rhythm. You know, there's like this, like the synth lead is just like a beat, probably just like an eighth note or something behind your kick. So there's this offbeat feeling in comparison. I like that balance. It's cool. Yeah, I like that. And I like the way you end this on the D. There's just like this question mark, you know? It's not resolved. You so could easily have resolved that to C or something just by, you know, reordering one note or something. But I like how you didn't. Leaving us there. Love that.
She will take me and build me as she only needs one thing. She wants me to say.
So this new kind of bell-like arpeggio is very beautiful. I love the contrast of that tone with the other things we're hearing, the very crunchy, mouthy sounding acid kind of lead. And yeah, it's very pretty. You know, you're playing sounds like variations of a C minor triad, which fits in with the chord. And then switching to the B flat major triad, fits in with this chord. I love the decay on that. Nice. I was trying to figure that very last. Yeah, this is just a really, I think, a beautiful example of how to use the minor scale really well. Great sense of harmony. I thought that your rhythms were really interesting, lots of syncopation. I think you definitely have a really good sense of rhythm as well as harmony. And yeah, your melodies are really interesting too. And good contrast of different textures, really interesting layering. And yeah, that was gorgeous. Thank you, Melody. Next time, if you have any specific things that you want me to comment on, or things that you have questions about, or things you just want me to focus on, just let me know. But I hope this whet your appetite. Thank you for sharing. That was beautiful. Bye.